Hey all, Will Healy here, and it is May 2023. Economic activity in the U.S. manufacturing sector unfortunately contracted in April for the sixth consecutive month, following a 28-month period of growth, according to the Institute for Supply Management. The ISM surveys manufacturing supply chain executives each month to get a pulse on the market. And I'll make sure the full report's down below so you can read the whole thing. But I wanted to share some of the data out of that with you today. The April Manufacturing PMI, which is the Purchasing Managers Index, it registered 47.1%, which is 0.8% higher than the 46.3% recorded in March, which indicates a slowing of the contraction. And again, PMI's Purchasing Manager Index. And the buying policy reports inside of that report, the average commitment lead time for capital expenditures in April was 170 days. Average lead time in April for production material was 90 days. And the average lead time for maintenance, repair, and operating supplies, MRO, was 46 days. So still pretty long. But the theme I'd suggest you take away from the report is smart opportunities. If your organization can be agile and flexible, there actually is optimism to be had inside this report. While the overall numbers are showing some contraction, when you read the report, there are some strategic opportunities for growth buried in here. And here are two quotes from the report that I want to make sure you hear. New order rates remain sluggish as panelists remain concerned about when manufacturing growth will resume, but panelists' comments registered a 1-to-1 ratio regarding optimism for future growth and continuing near-term demand declines. And so you're kind of hearing this, like, some people say it's bad, some people say it's great, and that's what's kind of creating this flat number. And then here's a quote, a direct quote in the article from a purchasing executive. "We seem to be in a season of contradictions. Business is slowing, but in some ways it isn't. Prices for some commodities are stabilizing, but for others not. Some product shortages are over, some aren't. Trucking is more plentiful, except when it isn't. There's uncertainty one day, but not the next. The next couple of months should provide answers, or not. It's hard to make projections at the moment." So the paths to growth, the places, the secret data in there that I want to make sure you see is there's 4 of them. On the PMI, the 5 manufacturing industries that reported growth in April are printing and related support activities, apparel, leather, and allied products, petroleum and coal products, fabricated metal products, and transportation equipment. So these are actually sub-industries inside the PMI that reported growth. On the production index, of the top 6 industries, 4, transportation equipment, food, beverage, and tobacco products, machinery, and computer and electronic products actually expanded production in April. And then with the employment index, we registered 50.2%. So that's about flat because 50 is flat, right? And with transportation equipment, machinery, chemical products all expanding in the employment index, and turnover rates are declining. So if you can link your product to worker productivity, there's opportunity for you, especially in those specific markets where they're really expanding. And there are multiple commodities in short supply: electrical and electronic components, labor, plastic resins, semiconductors. So if your company has a strategic ability to deliver in one of those spaces, you can capture market space dramatically. And I've seen a couple companies do just that, capture market share when they can deliver and their competitors can't. So I'd love to know, where are you seeing paths to growth in this overall flat manufacturing market environment? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, ask yourself, what will I automate next?